My name is Herbie, and I grew up in Portland in the 30s and 40s, and I was introduced to the VOA through a friend of mine. I was a small kid, maybe 8, 9 years old, and I was on the streets like a lot of other kids, and cold and hungry, and really no place to go. But I run into my friend John, and he said he was going to take me to a place where I could get warm and get something to eat, but I had to have a paper bag, and I didn't have one. I remember I was getting upset over that. But he had a small, crumpled up paper bag, and we went to the corner of Pearl Street and Cumberland Avenue to a white house. A set of stairs, and we walked up those, and it was the Volunteers of America. He said, "Now just knock on the door. You don't have to say anything, hold the bag out." And it was freezing cold, I remember, no jacket. And I knocked on the door, and a woman come to the door, and she just looked at me, and she said, "Just a minute." She went back, and she came back. She had 4 or 5 slices of bread, because I think that's all they had in there. And she put it in the bag, and I kind of stepped back a little bit. And she said, "You don't have to be afraid, and it's awful cold. Why don't you come in?" And John says, go ahead, I'm with you. I'm going to go in with you." So I went in, and I got my VOA hug, we called it. She gave me a big hug, and I was still a little leery, you know. I went in, and she had some, I think it was macaroni on the stove, just macaroni, just cooked in water. That's all they had. They was giving you what they had. They had no more. And she gave me some of that, and you can bet that tasted good. Some of my friends and I got together, and we thought it would be real nice if we brought something real nice there to eat. So we went down back of Cushman's. We'd been used to doing it anyway. We went down back of Cushman's, and they had pies out there cooling. So we helped ourselves to those pies. We knew they didn't have a lot to eat there, and that was the reason we took the pies, because we thought it would be a big treat for everyone. But the thought was wonderful, like she said, but the deed was wrong. So we took the pies back, and it was a lesson learned. And she didn't make us feel bad about anything. She just showed us where it was wrong. When I was a kid, I went to the Volunteers of America, or I wouldn't be alive today. And I got something to eat, something warm. And now I'm an old man. I'm at the Volunteers. They're still there. They've always been there for me, haven't they? I don't think anybody would realize, unless they went through all this full circle like I have, the relief that came over me. When I drove up that road and I seen that sign saying the Volunteers of America, I said, oh my God, they're still here. So they've been here, they'll always be here. You know, just got to reach out. I would like to say that anyone that has anything to do with the Volunteers of America should be very, very proud, and should take a little bit of time to get into the history of the Volunteers of America. And I know that to probably most, if not all of the people of the Volunteers of America, it's not just a job. It's a lot more. It's caring for other people. It's giving. And they get a lot in return by helping other people. I know this. And I think that they all ought to get up and give each other a Volunteers of America hug, because it's a wonderful organization.